Hello, everyone. My name is Danny. This review is for the movie called Toy Story 4. It is a 2019 film. I just saw it in theater a while ago. It's rated G, obviously. It's directed by Josh Cooley. It stars the voice talents of Tom Hanks, Tim Allen, Laurie Metcalf, Annie Potts, and Tony Hale. Many other people, obviously. It's great cast of talented people all the time with Toy Story. The runtime is an hour and 40 minutes. And the description is Woody has always been confident about his place in the world and that his priority is taking care of his kid, whether that's Andy or Bonnie. So when Bonnie's beloved new craft project turned toy, Forky, calls himself trash, Woody decides to teach Forky how to embrace being a toy. But a road trip adventure with old and new friends, including an unexpected reunion with his long lost friend Bo Peep, shows Woody how big the world can be for a toy. Toy Story 4. It's about time, right? We never knew we were waiting for it, and then it seemed like forever once we knew it was coming. Well, everybody, you can't say much about this kind of a movie, and I hope people don't be too criticized on it or critical about it when they do their reviews or they talk about it, because us as adults, we expect different things when we're watching a movie, especially animated. We look at the CGI, we look at the storyline, we look at the characterization, and we want to make sure all of it makes sense and all of it's appropriate for the kids. And I think when you have a classic like Toy Story 4, you just got to kind of drop all of that. I went today. I had a couple kids crying in my theater. I had one kid standing up talking to his parents about every couple things. There were some funny lines. He repeated it to his parents. The girls next to me wanted to have more of a conversation than anything. Um, but towards the end of the movie, everybody had their eyes glued on the screen. It was an amazing moment. It was an amazing feeling. And sometimes you're just in that zone where you just have got to enjoy the film. You've got to understand what's happening and just appreciate it and just sit back and relax. And we don't get movies like that very often. For me, it's musicals. I can just sit there for 2.5 hours and just listen to the music and not really care what else is going on and just enjoy it. As long as it's a decent story and something happens at the end, like somebody falls in love, I'm good. But with animation movies, this is what it's meant to be. Yeah, Forky's really stupid. And, how stupid is he? He's really stupid. But, he adds that element to things. And, yeah, are the characters at this antique shop a little bit too evil for what the end outcome is? Yeah, sure. They're painted out to be something when they really don't need to be. It's completely useless storyline for about an hour of the movie, but that's fine. It ends up being something nice, and even though it's useless, who cares? I can't imagine somebody just ripping this apart, because everything to say after somebody points out something bad about this movie is just to say, well, yeah, but look at the ending, because the ending is magical, and you don't get that feeling. I cried. I'm always going to tell everybody at the end of Toy Story 4, I cried, because it is, wow, it's an amazing moment. And you don't want to tell anybody because you don't want to give it away, but it's amazing. It's just the light comes down, this thing happens, and oh my gosh, tear ducts. So if you don't laugh, maybe kids won't laugh as much as adults, because this is Toy Story, okay? This is an adventure. This is an adventure movie. Stuff happens, people talk, a lot of people are standing around the characters, all the toys. A lot of toys are just standing around talking. And so you aren't going to laugh at what they're saying, and you're not going to laugh at them standing around. but there are laughs throughout the movie, and some of them are more for the adult than the child. The child will be like, "Oh, okay," but they'll like see the adult laughing at it, and then they'll laugh. So I think it's more of a reactory thing for the child in Toy Story 4 than just big old laughs. It's not that kind of a movie. Toy Story never really has been. They just have been that one that brings you on this adventure. They have some cute things along the way. They have some lines that your kids will repeat for a week or so. And then, they just overall you enjoy it. So, being the adventure film that it is, I just think that, you know, the way it handles itself is is just the most professional way you can do an animated movie. So I hope that everyone out there goes to see it eventually. I hope everyone out there enjoys it for what it is. Adults, I think we really do get more out of it than the kid. But the way they handle the characters and the way they handle the ideas are fine. Um, I don't want to talk about this for like 10 minutes or anything, but Toy Story has these big concepts. There's a lot going on in this, like the way that they handle the end with Forky, the way they handle the relationship between Bo Peep and Woody, the way they handle somebody thinking that they're worthless, like Forky does when he calls himself trash. There's a lot of things to talk about, and I would love to have like a smart conversation with somebody like that in the future about these big concepts in Toy Story and how people are supposed to take them. But I don't think it's like a danger thing, for you as a parent to bring your kid to a movie like this. I think it just flies over their heads. So it's a serious movie because it has all this stuff in it that people just don't think about all the time because they're going to see an animated film. And there's all this stuff that's just light and funny and entertaining, and that's what people go to see Toy Story for. That's the purpose of it. So obviously I'm going to give Toy Story 4 an A. It's magnificent, it's funny, it'll make you cry, it'll make you laugh. Everything across the board is great. Don't criticize it too much. Think about what the movie means if you're two adults and you have the understanding of what Toy Story is doing, and just enjoy the characters. There's some hilarious moments in this, and there's some really, really serious moments in this. So just enjoy the whole movie. In our lifetime, we got to see the Toy Story movies. That's something to behold right there, okay? These things, the reason why there's 4 of them is because of how good the 4th one is. It's just tremendous. So I think people will be talking for a long, long time how good this movie is, because it's pretty darn good. And I'm not one of those that says, it's better than one or the other. Obviously, the first one's always going to be the best, but this might be better than the second and third one, but that's up for debate. So let me know what you think if you feel like talking about that. Let me know what you think about some of the big concepts in this. But overall, just enjoy this movie. Enjoy Gabby Gabby. Enjoy the creatures that are at the fair, and enjoy the cast. They're all kind of included in this movie, and they're just along for the ride. But I still enjoyed the whole cast, and I enjoy some of the things that happen and stuff. The passing of a situation. Somebody asked me right away when I got out of the movie earlier if there's going to be another one. I'm like, well, there can always be another one, but I think there's a situation at the end of 4 here that could be the end of Toy Story. So what do you think? Let me know in the comments. Otherwise, thanks a lot, guys. A for Toy Story 4. My name's Danny. If you like this or any of my other reviews, try and give something to watch. Like and subscribe to my channel if you would. And as always, enjoy your movies, especially Toy Story. Thanks a lot.